Football is passion. It is emotion. But sometimes it is more than that. Sometimes football becomes a trench. It becomes a protest. It becomes a resistance. During the dictatorship of Francisco Franco, a club became the voice of a silenced people, symbol of struggle in dark times. This is the story of when Barcelona challenged Francoism. In 1939, after winning the bloody Spanish Civil War, General Francisco Franco established a dictatorship that would last almost 4 decades. With an iron fist, he stifled freedoms, banned political parties, censored the press, and imposed harsh cultural repression. No region suffered as much as Catalonia. The Catalan language was banned, flags were burned, regional symbols were erased. But there was one place where Catalan identity still lived. It still sang. It still resisted. The FC Barcelona stadium. When the regime tightened its grip, Camp Nou became a refuge. There, even in fear, the fans sang the Catalan anthem. They spoke their language. They were who they really were. It was in this context that the phrase was born, "Más que un club," more than a club. While Real Madrid was the team of the monarchy, of centralization, of one Spain, Barca was the resistance. It was Catalonia alive, chasing the ball. In 1943, Barcelona and Real Madrid met in the Copa del Generalissimo. The first leg ended with a convincing 3-0 win for Barcelona, but the second leg would enter history for very different reasons. Before kickoff, the Barcelona locker room received unannounced visitors, officials from Franco's authoritarian regime. What followed was nothing short of shocking, an 11-1 victory for Real Madrid. Coincidence? Pressure? Political interference? To this day, the truth remains unclear. But for many, that night was the clearest image of a game, overshadowed by power. Even under constant surveillance, Camp Nou never stopped being a symbol. It was there that the Catalan people felt free. They sang, they expressed themselves, they resisted. And in 1974, Barcelona delivered a 5-0 demolition of Real Madrid. At the Santiago Bernabeu, it was more than a victory. It was a statement, a public humiliation of the club most closely tied to the regime. Led by Johan Cruyff, Barca proved that football could indeed be political. Franco died in 1975. Spain returned to democracy. Catalonia regained its autonomy. But the Barca versus Real rivalry was never just about football again. In every Clásico, something more is at stake: identity, culture, politics. In 2017, the club took a stand, supporting Catalonia's independence referendum. Más que un club, yes, and more than ever. More than just football. For decades, while the regime tried to silence a people, football found its voice. Barcelona wasn't just a club. It became Catalonia's microphone, its banner, its form of resistance. Even today, in a different era, the echoes of that struggle still resonate through the stands, because football can be just a game. But in stories like this, it becomes something greater. It becomes freedom.